Hello students, welcome back to our channel with the amazing 3 super important problems in quadratic equation. Hope you enjoyed my previous video. Not only for 10th class, there are also so many videos for 11th, 12th and also many tricks for competitive exams such as IIT, JEE, NDA, KVPI and many more such competitive exams. So students who are targeting for those exams, watch these videos. The links are in the description box. Here is the one more word problem. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The squares of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Now let us assume the smaller number be y and the larger number be x. Given by the problem, the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. So x square minus y square is equals to 180. Now we have the smaller number which is y. The squares of small number is 8 times the larger number. That means square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. The larger number is 8 into x, 8x. Now substituting this y square is equals to 8x in this equation, that x square y square is 8x, 8x is equals to 180. Now x square minus 8x minus 180 equals to 0. From middle term splitting or using the formula minus b plus or minus under root d by 2a, we need to find the roots of this equation. By middle term splitting method, now x square minus 8x minus 180. Now we know that sum and product should be, sum should be minus 8 and product should be minus 180. So we are going to take two roots, minus 18 and plus 10 which is going to give sum as minus 8 and product as minus 180. So splitting this middle term into two terms, minus 18x plus 10x minus 180 equals to 0, x common, x plus 10 and here 18 common and here minus 18 common, x plus 10 equals to 0. Now we have got x minus 18 and x plus 10 equals to 0. Now we have got the two terms, x minus 18 equals to 0 and also x plus 10 equals to 0. X is equals to 18 is the first value and x is equals to minus 10 is the second value. Now we will discard minus 10 as it is a negative term. Now we have assumed that y square is equals to 8x, y as a smaller number and x as a larger number. Now substituting x is equals to 18 in this, y square is equal to 8 into 18. 8 into 18 is 144, y is equals to under root 144, therefore y is equals to 12. Therefore the larger number which we have assumed it to be x is 18 and the smaller number which we have assumed y is 12. Completed. A train travels 360 kilometers at uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for same journey. Find the speed of the train. Now let us solve. Given, first we need to compare the normal speed and speed for 5 kilometers. The normal speed from the question, a train travels 360 kilometers. That is, distance is equals to 360 kilometers, and speed we need to find. Speed, we'll assume it as x kilometers per hour, and from the formula, speed is equals to distance by time. Distance by time, we know the speed and distance. Now we need to find the time. Time is equals to distance. Distance is 360 and speed is x. Let us assume it to be equation number 1. Now comparing for the speed, 5 kilometer per hour. For speed 5 kilometers per hour, distance is exactly the same, which is 360 kilometers, and now there is a slight change in the speed, which is 5 kilometers per hour from the normal speed. So that means x plus 5 kilometers per hour, and time we know from the equation 1, that is 360 by x, and they have said that in the question have taken 1 hour less, that means minus 1. Time 360 minus 1. Now we know speed is equals to distance by time. Speed is x plus 5, distance is 360, and time is 360 by x minus 1. Now we need to solve this. That is x plus 5 into 360 by x minus 1 is equals to 360. X plus 5, x taking LCM, 360 as it is, minus x is equals to 360. Now x plus 5, 360 minus x, and taking this x on the RHS side, here it gives 360x. Now multiplying these terms, x into minus x is minus x square, x into 360 is plus 360x, and 5 into 360, 5 into minus x is minus 5x, that equals to 360x. X square plus 360x, 360 into 5 is 1800 minus 5x is equals to 360x. 360x minus x square plus 1800 minus 5x, taking RHS to LHS side, minus 360x equals to 0. Here 360x minus x square plus 1800 minus 5x minus 360x is equals to 0. Here 360x and 360x gets cancelled, minus x square plus 1800 minus 5x is equals to 0. Now taking minus common, x square minus 1800 plus 5x equals to 0. Why we need to take minus common? Because x square term should always be in the positive. So x square minus 1800 plus 5x is equals to 0. X square plus 5x minus 1800 is 0. Now we got in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Either to find out the rules, either you can use the formula, otherwise splitting the middle term. Now we split the middle term. The rough work should be sum should be 5, and product should be minus 1800. So checking the each and every value product. First let us take minus 180 into 10. The sum is minus 170 and the product is minus 1800. Sum is not satisfying. Now we are going to take 45 and 40. 45 into minus 40 is 5. 45 into minus 40 is minus 800. So we got the values now. This should be done in the rough. So splitting this middle term, x square plus 45x minus 40x minus 1800 is equals to 0. Taking the x common, x plus 45, here for minus 40 is common, x plus 45 is equals to 0. Now we have got the two terms, x minus 40 and x plus 45 equals to 0. So x minus 40 is equals to 0, x plus 45 is equals to 0. So x equals to 40 and then x is equals to minus 45. So x is equals to minus 45 cannot be the speed, because we need not to, we should not take the speed in the negative sum. So x is equals to 40 will be the speed. So therefore speed of the train is 40 kilometers per hour, and that's enough. Now here is another important and tricky question. If a polygon of n sides is 1 by 2 into n minus 3 diagonals, how many sides are there in a polygon with 65 diagonals? Is there a polygon of 50 diagonals? Now let us start the solution. Here in this question they have given for, now we have to find for 65 diagonals and also for the 55 diagonals. Now in the first case, given diagonals n sides, given n sides has 1 by 2 into n minus 3 diagonals. Now check for the 65 diagonals. 65 diagonals, that means half into n minus 3 is equals to 65. That means n into n minus 3 by 2 is equals to 65. N into n minus 3, taking 2 into the RH side gives us 130. 65 into 2 is 130. Now n into n is n square, n into minus 3 is minus 3n, that equals to minus 30. N square minus 3n plus minus 130 equals to 0. Now we have formed a quadratic equation with the variable as x. Now we are using the splitting middle term. Now here the sum should be minus 3 and the product should be minus 130. So directly we can take it as minus 13 and minus 10, minus 13 and plus 10 gives us sum as minus 13 plus 10 is minus 3, and product minus 13 into plus 10 is minus 130. So splitting this middle term into minus 13n plus 10n minus 130 equals to 0. N taking common, n minus 13 plus 10 into n minus 13 equals to 0. Now we are going to get two terms, n plus 10 and n minus 13 equals to 0. So n plus 10 equals to 0, n gives us minus 10, n minus 13 equals to 0 and n is 13. As n is equals to minus 10, we are going to discard it because it is having a negative sign. So therefore n is equals to 13. So there are 13 sides for a polygon. Now check for the 50 diagonals. Now checking for the 50 diagonals. So half into n minus 3 is equals to 50. Same way n into n minus 3 by 2 is equals to 50. And here n into n minus 3, 2 into 50, that equals to 100. N into n is n square, n into minus 3 is minus 3n is equals to 100, and n square minus 3n minus 100 equals to 0. Here we cannot use the middle term splitting because we are not going to get any perfect square, any multiple of minus 3 or 100. So we are going to use formula minus b plus or minus under root d by 2a. This formula can be used for any equation, but middle term splitting cannot be used for some equations such as n square minus 3n minus 1. So here we know d is equal to b square minus 4ac. b is minus 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 100. Minus 3 square is 9 and minus 4 into minus 100 is 400. So the value of d is 409. So substituting in the above equation, above formula, x is equals to minus b. b is 3. Minus of minus 3 plus or minus under root d. d we got it as 409 and 2 into a is 1. Minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 3 plus or minus 409 by 2. Here we have got 3 plus or minus 409 by 2 and 3 minus 409 by 2. We have got the two terms but no real value. So there is no polygon with 50 sides. And we have got in the previous section, therefore we have to write in the ending that therefore there is no polygon with 50 diagonals. And there is a polygon with 13 sides for 65 diagonals. That's it. Thanks for watching. Students, follow me through this channel. I will definitely make maths easier. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the like button.